The third edition of India's largest convention for the food and beverage fraternity took place in the City of Dreams, Mumbai on 15th February. A combination of conference, exhibition and awards, the Food Connoisseurs India Convention West India edition was supported by the FHRAI, co-powered by food partner Nestle Professionals in association with beverage partner Granules and Beans and hotel education knowledge partner Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University. The convention, led by Mr. Sanjay Vazirani, CEO, Foodlink F&B Holdings India Private Limited, featured more than 40 industry stalwarts who deliberated on various insightful topics such as new age restaurants, unlocking new potential through food tech, culinary tourism, cloud kitchens, scaling up post-pandemic, homemade liquors, and how to venture into food and beverage business. The convention provided unparalleled networking opportunities with over 2,000 restaurant owners, chefs, investors and food and beverage professionals.
In these evolving times, when food is the epicenter of every important conversation in the world, if we harness the collective power of all of us in this room, I can't wait to see the enormous possibilities. Today's trend may be cloud kitchen or plant-based protein. Tomorrow's it might be something else. In this time of mercurial changes, what will stay constant is our passion and our resilience. Remember, it's only when passion comes first is when the passion lasts.
Kitchens are hazardous, difficult, dangerous locations to work with. People are more happy with people. They want to talk to people and maybe do other stuff. I think tech will revolutionize the industry, and tech should not be just for the name of it, but really drive some either scalability problems, bring in consistency, bringing better quality of production, make better tomato purees or better ice creams, bring in more revenue.
I think consistency, our entire effort has been, as the chain has grown, to maintain consistency. And that is the most important thing, because the guest expectation is exactly what he got last time. So it cannot fall below that. So if you cannot build make higher expectations, at least don't let the expectation fall from where you have set a particular benchmarks.
Talking about aggregators, whoever it is delivering, is all about more of convenience right now. So they need the food immediately. Basically, that's the concept. So they are being mapped at 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 12 minutes, and maybe up to 30 minutes. So that is why a very, very popular pizza company delivers stuff at 30 minutes, and they claim for it. So that is why it's all about convenience at this point of time. However, there are people like us also, there are pre-book orders for a box of happiness. We actually take 1 day to make it because it is customized. So there is proposition of both the things. So both the segment works similarly on similar pattern, different patterns, but then there is a way of doing it also, and you're doing it right, I think.
Restaurant and a customer relationship starts with a restaurant actually, or a brand acquiring a customer first. And that's a different ball game. And then after that, loyalty is what we aim for and what we try our best, that after an acquired customer stays with us, loyal to us. If he's eating about 5 meals in a month, he comes to us for at least 2. And that's the best case scenario, and we'd love if that happens.
So cuisine is a very integral part of our culture, right? When we talk about, in fact, as Abhijit said, that we are blessed to have so much of diversity in our cuisine and culture. In the world, I would say that each cuisine has a history to talk about, and we have never projected it so well as much today. Yes, India is emerging to be a culinary destination, but as compared to West, other part of the world, lot needs to be done.
Who we are. So Nestle Professional is an out-of-home vertical of Nestle India. What we do is we cater to the needs of the restaurateurs and the chefs like you. We are a total solution provider to both your foods and beverage requirements. Now, all must be thinking that if everything is done by Maggi Professional, then what the chefs have to do? And where will their magic touch will go? So we allow you the scope with these seasonings so that the chefs can have their magical touch to the recipe. They can add their signature styles to these recipes.
The Food Connoisseurs India Awards West India edition celebrated and acknowledged the unwavering resilience and commitment of our HoReCa professionals. More than 190 awards were presented at the gala amid media and 1,000 plus industry leaders.
Technology is used across the spectrum, right amount of forecasting. There's a lot of AI which comes into picture in crunching large amounts of data, so that we can say that, today in the Goregaon kitchen for Behrooz in lunchtime, how many chicken biryani orders will come and how many veg and mutton biryani orders will come. And if the model can figure that out and forecast accurately, then the wastages are low, the food cost reduces overall, and we can pass on that benefit to the customer. So technology plays a very important role across the spectrum and not just in the areas which are typically visible to us.
My biggest advice to all of them is get your product right. Let it be consistent. Let the experience be regularly good. And number two, in a country like India, get your distribution system in place. Because if you don't have distribution, you have no access. So that's a must. Be small, be in a local area, but get your distribution correct. Because it's a very, very volatile and a very punishing market.
Food is changing gears every year, every season. Today what is pertinent wasn't pertinent 8 to 10 years back. So today, if you want to become the MasterChef India winner, I think it's very important for you to think out of the box and not just be the home cook. You have to have a very stable presence on social media. You definitely need to be well aware of what are the newest concepts in food, because the judging criteria is now changing heavily. So I think one advice is, don't just use social media for your own benefit and to grow your own thing, but also to diversify your knowledge.
To win a prestigious title like MasterChef, which is globally acclaimed, I think one needs to be very sure of course, one needs to be a very good chef, know his or her food very well. And along with that, you have to have a good balance. You have to be creative, you have to take that creativity out on, execute that creativity on the plate as well. And you have to be a people's person, because eventually being a chef or a celebrity chef or an entrepreneur, you have to be a people's person, you have to work as a team. So teamwork becomes really important.
Well, the pandemic has been a wake-up call for all of us in terms of everything, in the way we've approached. I think people have become a little more conscious about the kind of health part of it. But there is still the little small segment which wants to be very concerned and it's very kind of very specific about what they will eat. That's a welcome change in our industry. But we as Indians, with the kind of variety of cuisines we have in India, I think it's very difficult to kind of control ourselves. And we as professionals love to indulge people, so our menus keep kind of going bigger, better, and innovative.
When I started business, probably at that point of time, people really were not familiar with beverages being dispensed, like tea, coffee, dispensed from a vending machine. And we were able to, we had to explain them, okay, this is a machine which will dispense your beverages like teas, coffees. And as on date, people ask, do you have a particular brand of machines, a particular option of machines? So the industry's evolved, people understand beverages well, coffee culture has come in, they need standardization, they need quality products, so the market has evolved substantially.
The hotel industry, especially the restaurants, are no longer looking at that lavish, big menus. They've all curtailed their menus into their most demand element menus, something which is the most profit-oriented items is what they are looking at. And that is where the idea of cost control and menu engineering come into play. I think these are very important components which institutes must devise, because I think that's the future.
This restaurant I started only out of passion. I had passion for food. I used to travel all over the world to try some new foods and all. And out of passion, I started this restaurant. And second thing, I thought of starting a place where people celebrate. So that's the main motto behind the castle. The unique thing about the castle is we serve different cuisines of the world. We serve Indian, we serve Thai, we serve Burmese, and all continental dishes, which no other restaurant in Ahmednagar had. So this makes the restaurant a unique point.
It's all about your passion. This is not completely for making money. It's all about the passion. We do it everything with our hands, with our supervision. The whole team is involved completely. So there are people who want gluten-free, very health conscious, the actors. So we take that in mind and then prepare the food or whatever is being prepared there.
The entire industry has shaken up and they were major players who withdrawn their operations post-COVID. And we sustained in the market only because of the loving towards our menu. There are a lot of our outlets also got shut down, but once things were settling down, we came back because the impact what Shah Jahan, Muhammad Chef Abdul has given on his menu part. There are people who were waiting for these restaurants to open up to get back to this particular cuisine.
So, Goa has suddenly become the food capital of the country. It is a melting pot. And when I say it's a melting pot, it's literally, there is so much new things happening that when we were deciding where we were going to open up a restaurant, we couldn't think of any other place other than Goa because everything comes there and then infiltrates into the country. So it's a perfect circular motion. The cuisine is evolving. It's evolving nicely, but we don't copy, we break barriers, we break norms, we redefine food, we redefine a molecular fine dining experience.
Ishara was born out of a deep desire to build an organization with a higher purpose. I came across this concept where we would offer a platform to people with speech and hearing impairment. All the front of house servers are all speech and hearing impaired. They cannot hear, they cannot talk. I would like to thank Food Connoisseurs for giving us this award. It takes our concept, it promotes our people, it gives us a platform in showcasing what we've tried to create and how we've tried to benefit society.
We are really happy to receive this award today for the best emerging bakery in Bombay West. After the pandemic, I realized that people were really focused on their own health, the amount of carbs they are eating, the amount of sugar they are eating. So one of the key pandemic trends would be focusing on health-oriented treats, which we as all the Jazz team are really working on to develop, especially some healthy cookies, sugar-free cookies, wheat cookies, gluten-free cookies. I can name a lot right now. But yeah, I think it's one of the key trends.
एक बार जो भी क्लाइंट हमारे साथ काम करते हैं तो हम उनकी प्रोसेस ओवरऑल प्रोजेक्ट की इतने हैसल फ्री कर देते कि जिसके अंदर रिपीट बिजनेस और रिपीट क्लाइंट्स हमारा एक यूनिक प्रपोजिशन है. हमारा आफ्टर सेल्स सर्विस का नेटवर्क बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है एंड we are a one-stop solution for them. So yes, that is our unique proposition.
We do outdoor catering, house parties, sports events, corporate functions, weddings, and we can customize the menu as per our customers. Whatever I learned abroad, so I implemented the techniques in our business. How service, how man-to-man service we are going to make it. How our customers are going to feel king and queen when they are going to have a food with Foguri caterers. So now we are here.
Hi, I'm Dhaivat Udeshi, owner and founder of Baker's Artisanal Recipes Bar of Chocolate, and we make coverture chocolates. We are focusing on trying to improve and increase the awareness of good quality chocolate in India, and we are focusing on vegan cocoa butter based coverture chocolates, which is different from compound, which is what typically is available in the market today.
I think defining your TG and knowing who your audience is, because you just can't spread yourself too thin and be everywhere. So you need to know your target group very, very well before going into social media, because otherwise it's a sea of audiences and a sea of people. Yeah. So who you target is more important than where exactly you're present. I think once you define your TG well, then you can be available in the right places.
I think, what's interesting is the use of technology has really kind of fueled the entire dine-in trends. Currently, I think whether it is to do with us using technology to make it convenient for customers, or whether customers are using technology to share pictures and I think food presentation has also been given a lot more importance, because anything they like is shared on social media a lot more today than it was earlier. So I think just technology is fueling customer convenience, as well as it's fueling virality of the content which is being shared, which is what is creating word of mouth and what is getting a lot of the customers to see other people's updates and come to the restaurant as well.
This is personal. According to me, this is the best time for entrepreneurs, for chefs to actually do conceptual dining spaces in the country right now. The people, they're always looking for something new. This is what I've seen in our population, that they are well traveled. They're looking for something new every single day. They are tasting new things. They're more well exposed. And I just think it's the best time. Like, this is the time when we have to use all our ideas and just go all crazy with it. So yeah.
You know, the youngsters, the millennial, what you call age, they like sweets, no, full of calories, no. So we are started making fusion. Fusion means with the fresh fruits, low calories, without sugar, and we are more now focusing on the packed sweets, because this age, this youngster, they don't know how to prepare or eat or to make, to take the efforts. So if it's packed and kept on the shelf, they can take that. So basically we are moving towards the packaging industry with the fusion things with low calories, low sweet.
Indian, we have a bunch of different unique dishes that we serve. One of them being a baked biryani, which you probably never get anywhere around the world. It's essentially a regular biryani that we layer with a layer of mashed potato and cheese, and we serve it with a pesto raita.
You have to adapt to the Indian palate. So don't do so much of innovation where you forget your roots. Yeah. So that is why we have a Desi fondue at Out of the Blue, and we have a Chettinad fondue and a Desi fondue at Anglo-Indian also.
I think the entire digital space has helped a lot of brands. Not only us, I think everybody, from corporates to automobiles to everybody, right? I think digital has helped everyone. So in the last 5-6 years, social media, the mileage that you get on the Instagram and Facebook and all that you do on marketing and advertising on digital really helps today, because people are on it today. It's educating the people, and people are learning from social media as well.
To introduce South Indian cuisine, but focus more on non-veg. So South Indian cuisine is all about veg. The maximum options you will see is vegetarian South Indian cuisine. So we wanted to hit the market which has good South Indian non-veg things in it. Like, for example, we have good big thalis, we have chicken keema dosa, mutton keema dosa, we have different type of South Indian platters like sizzlers and all. The fusion of South Indian things served in sizzler. So the vision is to stand out of all this crowded market and be the one which we wanted to be.
Give something new to the people and give your heart into it, and they will accept it. Yeah. Excellent. We are just 6-month-old cafe, and we won the best newcomer cafe category and best cafe in India in non-metro city. So that is a good booster for us.
We are very happy. This is the milestone and many more to go.
जब भी ये ब्रांड स्टार्टअप हुआ, जब मेरे फादर ने स्टार्ट किया था, तब लिमिटेड आइटम था कि भाई जो कस्टमर की डिमांड थी उसके हिसाब से 7 या 8 आइटम बनाते थे. जैसे जैसे कस्टमर का डिमांड बढ़ा, नई नई जनरेशन आई, उसके हिसाब से जो उनकी डिमांड थी वो हम लोगों ने उनके सेट मतलब वो हमने फुलफिल की उनकी डिमांड. उस हिसाब से अलग अलग वेराइटी ऐड की, मेनू पूरा ग्रास्प हुआ, अलग अलग मेनू में हम लोगों ने आइटम ऐड किए.
From a concept perspective, we pioneered the concept of a breakfast and bar. So we said that breakfast is being the most important meal of the day. So the place starts off as a cafe in the day, as a breakfast place. You have breakfast, you have lunch, and it completely transforms into a bar and a restaurant experience by night. The menu is designed in such a way, and so is the space by itself.
We are a link between classic signature home chefs and getting it to foodies, the authenticity of the dishes and the quality. Also for the people who are concerned about the hygiene of the commercial restaurants. So Zepper is a convenient medium wherein you can see, order and get your items delivered at your doorstep.
So COVID was technically a boost for the food industry, wherein now people believe that even a weekday is a weekend, and the eating out concept, as the US culture and other European culture follows, that has also increased. Due to that, and also due to government, I would say the government involvement in terms of providing healthy food has also improved the food industry. So now better ingredients and better taste is being provided to the customers, and the dining experience is getting better and better by the day.